chuyện này á, là về sự tích chú Cuội. Nếu mà ai buổi tối trăng rằm mà nhìn lên thấy chú Cuội đang ôm cành đa ở trên đó thì Nghĩa Sĩ hôm nay giải thích dùm cho. Xin mời Nghĩa Sĩ với vở chú Cuội.
Hello class, today we're going to read the story about Chú Cuội. Once upon a time, in a tiny bamboo hut beside the jungle, there lived a poor woodcutter named Chú Cuội. One morning, he was in the woods and spotted a tiger cub left alone by its mother.
I should capture it to sell at the market.
Coincidentally, it rolled right next to him. So he quickly grabbed it and started to head out of the jungle. Then he heard a great loud roar from behind. As quickly as he could, Chú Cuội climbed the closest tree he could find with a cup in his hands, but the cup squirmed and fell, landing hard on the ground. Still in the tree, Chú Cuội watched the mother tiger approach a banyan tree growing nearby. She tore off a few leaves from the tree and placed the leaves on the cub's head. The baby tiger jumped off from his feet as if nothing had happened. When the tigers finally left, Chú Cuội came down from the tree. He went to the ancient banyan tree, plucked a few leaves, and smelled them.
These don't smell any different from other banyan leaves.
Still curious, he took some leaves home to study them. One day, as he was walking on the street, he found an old lady who was dying. Luckily, he had the banyan leaves in his pocket, so he put some leaves on the woman's heart.
You healed me! You're so cool!
I must have discovered an enchanted banyan tree. I gotta go back to dig it up and bring home.
One day, he was in town and heard the news that the princess was sick. Thinking he could cure her with the banyan leaves, Chú Cuội traveled east towards the castle where she lived. He walked the stairs towards the castle gates, and when he finally reached the top, he was tired and covered with dust. When the guards saw a man with ragged clothes standing outside, they thought that he was a beggar and refused to let him enter.
But I can cure the king's daughter!
The guard pushed him to the steps, which caused him to hurt his ankle. Chú Cuội took some banyan leaves out of his pocket and placed them on his ankle and stood up.
It magically healed. You were telling the truth. Quick, let's take you to the king's daughter.
Not wasting any time, he took the very last of the banyan leaves from his pocket and gently placed them on the princess's lips. She began to open her eyes.
Wow, you've miraculously healed my daughter. Please, take her hand in marriage for doing such a feat.
Day by day, Chú Cuội started to build a nice home for his new bride at the very spot where his bamboo hut stood, making sure he did not disturb the banyan tree while also tending to it. Now, the princess was used to being the center of attention, but Chú Cuội did not lavish her.
He spends more time with that tree than he does with me.
She began to grow jealous of the tree, and one day she tried to cut the tree down. The tree groaned loudly in pain. The tree swayed and pulled its roots, one after the other, floating up into the sky. Chú Cuội heard his wife's screams and started running towards their home. He saw his precious tree pulling its last root from the ground. He quickly grabbed the root and tried to pull the tree back, but the banyan was too strong for him, and it continued to climb up the sky as he hung onto its root. The banyan tree went up to the moon and sank its roots into the moon dust. Years and decades have passed, with Chú Cuội continuing to sit under the banyan tree, playing his bamboo flute, looking below to the earth, wondering how to get home.
Wait, that's not the story that I know.
Well, what story do you know?
Let's rewind that. Once upon a time, there was an old woodcutter named Chú Cuội who lived in a bamboo hut in the jungle. One day, as he was gathering wood in the jungle, he came across a baby bird that had a broken wing and was lying at the base of a banyan tree. He decided to leave it alone, but as he was walking away, he noticed a father bird lie down from the tree with a leaf in his beak. He placed the leaf on top of the baby bird and it was magically healed, flying off as if nothing had happened.
I could have sworn that that baby bird's wing was broken. I should harvest some of these leaves just in case they really do have magical properties.
One day, Chú Cuội met a blind woman on the street.
Hey, watch where you're going. Oh, my bad.
He put some of the banyan leaves on her eyes. The blind woman immediately regained her sight.
These leaves you healed me with come from a magical tree. You must plant them in pure soil and pure water.
Realizing he had discovered an enchanted tree, Chú Cuội went back to dig up the tree and bring it home. A few months later, Chú Cuội ran into the blind woman who was no longer blind.
Hey, the king is sick. You should go heal him with your leaves.
Chú Cuội traveled many miles to reach the castle, and when he finally did, the princess let him in to heal the king.
I can hear your dad. Trust.
Wow, you've miraculously healed me, which no other doctor could do. How did you do it?
I've discovered an enchanted banyan tree whose leaves seem to have the power to heal.
That's so amazing. Please, take my daughter's hand in marriage.
Chú Cuội and the princess got married and moved into their house where the banyan tree was replanted. One day, the princess went to visit her dad.
Oh, hello, my daughter. I have a job for you. I need you to take a guard and go capture the tree and bring it back to the kingdom.
The guard barged in and seized the tree, beating up Chú Cuội as he tried to stop them. The guard brought the tree back to the king, but no one knew how to properly care for it, so it started to die.
What? How could this be? Why is the tree dying? You, guard, go capture Chú Cuội, find him, and bring him here to interrogate.
But Chú Cuội refused to say anything. The princess saw how the guards were treating him and felt guilty about her part in it since he was innocent. She planned to help him break out. When he was free, they both ran towards the tree to take it back, but the guards saw and chased them. The guard shot an arrow at them but accidentally hit the tree. The tree, in pain, started flying up into the sky.
Grab the tree!
They both jumped up to grab the tree, and they all flew up to the moon. Eventually, Chú Cuội and the princess died of old age, but even after death, the couple is believed to still be watching over the world from the moon. And that's the story of the man and woman on the moon.
Ánh trăng sáng ngời có cây đa to, có thằng cuội già ôm một gốc đa. Chắc chắn là quý vị lớn tuổi chúng ta biết câu chuyện thằng Nga và Chú Cuội. Xin quý vị cho các em nghĩ một tràng phát ra thật lớn.